Hey my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, Supreme Medium Diviner. Today we're going to be talking about what was on the infamous note that Whitney Houston gave to Brandy while Brandy and Monica were doing an interview with Clive Davis and Whitney interrupted. So during this interview, Whitney comes up, she's talking to Clive Davis, she speaks to Monica, and then she hands Brandy a note and says, "This is for you." Everybody has wanted to know what is on that note, and Brandy has stated that she would never tell anyone, and it's personal. Well, I've done a mediumship channeling, and I can tell you what the note was about, and we're going to get into those details. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Hit that bell so you can be notified when I drop a video. If you feel compelled, please like, share, and comment. Also, please beware of scammers. I do not reach out to anyone. I do not have WhatsApp, and you have to book on my website to get my services. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into the details. Let me start off by saying that if you watched my video that I did on Ray J a couple of days ago, you remember I told you towards the end of the video, it was kind of intuitive. I was feeling like Brandy, Whitney Houston energy. And me channeling this situation, Whitney, I actually channeled Whitney. Whitney it was the same vibe as Ray J right now. So let me just make sure that you guys understand. I did the mediumship channel on the note, but I channeled it through Whitney's point of view. I thought that would be best, okay? Because Brandy didn't want to say anything, and I would have had to do too much work to go around her. So I wanted to go to the source. Whitney Houston's behavior around that time of her death is the same behavior that I saw in Ray J when I did his mediumship channeling. Very erratic, very all over the place, need to be worried. Remember I told you Ray J, he needs to be watched. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, I don't know if this was the day that Whitney died. My intuitiveness is telling me that it wasn't the day, it was days leading up to it. Whitney was in the company of Ray J. She was in the company of Brandy. Brandy knew about the note before Whitney gave it to her. Okay? Brandy was in Whitney's room a lot at the hotel. And Whitney wrote this in front of Brandy. The note was very childlike, like handwriting was very scribble scrabble. And as she was writing the note, she kept saying, "My mama's not gonna like this. My mama's not gonna like this. My mama's not gonna like this." She kept repeating that over and over and over again. What I could see that she was writing is she kept saying, "Remember this. Remember I want this. Remember this." She referred to the note as her wishes for her wedding. That's when I channeled her, that's how she was referring to the note. This is what I want for my wedding. Her behavior, again, was all over the place. If you see how Ray J is acting, they share similar traits in their behavior. Brandy actually fussed at Whitney, trying to get her to calm down, get herself together. The room was a mess. Brandy's trying to pick up the room. There is a time where she says, "Me and Ray J have to go somewhere. They have to see someone." But it didn't go well. She said that after they saw who they needed to see, that they had to go somewhere else because they had done something wrong. Whitney said, use the word bully. She said they did something wrong. Now she was being bullied. Remember in my channeling of Ray J, I gave y'all visions that Ray J gave me. I told you that there was one vision where he was with his grandma like he was shopping. That is symbolism, and I found that out in my channeling of what was on this note with Whitney. Whitney referred to grandmother as well. Grandmother is code for somebody. Grandmother is code for somebody that was a common denominator between Whitney and a common denominator with Ray J. Okay? Brandy also received a call from this grandmother during this time frame. I can't give y'all specific like days leading up to her death, but this is all around this time frame, to come pick me up in 15 minutes. From this grandmother, come pick me up in 15 minutes. Brandy received a phone call. This was after she received that phone call, the time where she was in Whitney's room trying to get Whitney together, trying to straighten up the room. She was literally yelling at Whitney, "Get yourself together." This phone call came as well when Whitney was telling her that her and Ray J had to go somewhere because the first meeting didn't go well. They done something wrong. They were kind of getting bullied. Whitney seemed very excited about this wedding. I feel like that she was talking about her death. Obviously, she had to be. I don't think her and Ray J were getting married. I think she was talking about her death. But because it's a sensitive topic in the manner that she died, when channeling someone that's dead, they're not gonna always see it how it should be seen. Okay, so okay, Whitney, we'll play along. Wedding. I told you guys in my channeling of Whitney Houston about a year ago that Bobby Christina knew what Whitney was going to do, and Brandy knew, but she didn't know. So she shared this information with Bobby Christina. That's why it was so hard for Bobby Christina. She carried this. And she couldn't cope. All right? And she shared it with Brandy. But Brandy was, she didn't really understand. And I would assume that Bobby Christina didn't either, just because of the way that she was acting. I don't know why that there's something going on now with Ray J. Why would they choose now? I don't know if that's in the wake of everything that's been going down with the congregation, because Ray J is not a part of the congregation. Brandy is not a part of the congregation. So maybe they're trying to just get rid of loose ends, dead weight, like cleaning house. So like, even though somebody's not a part of the congregation, things that, have to do with the industry, the person had, they kind of want to just maybe clean house with light of everything that's going on. That makes sense. Like, we don't have time for more mess. So I think that's why this is happening to Ray J. I know I mentioned in my video that he's doing a lot of these things himself, but there is, it has to be someone that's causing him to kind of lose his mind, to do the things that he's doing. Something has come up, obviously. I want to find out who grandmother is. So I'm going to dig deeper on that. I'm going to channel that, because now I know whoever this Ray J knows who it is. Whitney Houston knows who it is. Brandy knows who it is. They use grandmother. That's the code word that was given in the channeling. Do I think Ray J had anything to do with Whitney's demise? I think that what put the nail in the coffin was whatever him and Whitney had going on during the Grammy event. During that time frame, something went bad. Somebody, like she said, it was a bully. Her and Ray J did something bad, and I'm going to channel that too. And Whitney was tired. I told you guys in my channeling of Whitney as well, she was very tired and she just didn't want to do this anymore. But here's the thing. They did find drugs in her system, but that did not contribute to her death. I see that she just took like some pills and she went that way. The drugs in her system were from days before, because like I said, it wasn't her system. She was very erratic. Very erratic. All over the place. Ray J energy, the same thing. I kid you not. I think what would help Ray J is just bowing down gracefully, bowing out gracefully. He doesn't want he don't want to go no further. He needs to stop it right now. He just needs to bow out gracefully. It's over. Let it go. Your time is up. Your time is up. Brandy has always had this innocent girl routine to me. Even though she tried to get Whitney together, I just like, my spirit just don't give me innocent. I'm not saying she had anything to do with it. She did really try to get Whitney together, but it's like, stop. I know she said she would never tell anybody, but girl, you going around here acting like the letter's so personal for you, and you know when, come on now. You know it was up. You know she wasn't right. You know she wasn't right. She wasn't right for a long time. And I ain't gonna say that she, you know, Whitney was, we know Whitney, how she was. She was very much her own person. But to act like things were such a surprise, you so distraught, not saying she wasn't hurt, but like, yeah, let it go. Let it go. Like I said, Whitney wrote the note in front of her. She just decided to hand it to her during that time. So, this does prove to me, confirm what I already saw, is that yes, Whitney did plan her death. We just now know more details around it. And we need to find out who grandmother is and what did her and Ray J do that caused them to get in trouble. I don't think they ever got to meet the person that they were supposed to go meet again because of her death. I don't think they reached that point. I just saw her having a conversation about it. So, those will be my next 2 channelings on this topic. So, it's going to be a continuation, at least 2 more videos on this. Okay? So, I hope this gave you guys some better insight. If you have any questions, you know I always welcome the questions in the comments. Your thoughts, anything, put them in the comments, okay? So, again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Like, comment, and share if you feel compelled. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.